Tasmania show, yeah.
Wagwan gang, back in this thing, and if you really gang, bang that like button. If you like the vibe, subscribe, and if you don't have good energy, please keep your ass inside. But you can put that energy in the comments, and you can show some love to Tazzy's baddies. Make sure y'all copy y'all merch. You know we good in every hood. Today we talking about another Harlem nigga named Dame Dash. Man, Dame, back in the day, man, shaking the champagne bottles in the club, you know what I'm saying? Rockefeller, like brand guru. I feel like he was the brand man before Diddy, before 50 Cent, really showed you how to put it together. If you're a business owner struggling with policies, compliance, and people issues at midnight, Silver Shield Workplace Solutions has your back. They reduce risk, strengthen management, and delivers you real HR support that fits your needs. Call or visit their website and let them know Taz Tycoon sent you. Pro Kids, we talking about Rachel Roy, all over the place. And, you know, he was like, you know, we only wear Air Force Ones one time. Like, he had a very, very lavish lifestyle. And, you know, after, I don't know if it was after, you know, rest in peace, Aaliyah, she had passed away. You just started to see the whole Rockefeller demise and everybody, you know, separate. It was a sad time in hip hop. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was very, very sad about Rockefeller breaking up. You know, I think Kanye had just came in, Just Blaze, and then we got the Rock Nation era. We got the Rihannas and the J. Cole's and everything like that. But, you know, just from the way it looks, the ego with men and those types of situations, we ain't gonna never get a Rockefeller reunion tour. None of that. That's just not gonna happen, because even Dipset being a part of it, we talking about state property. They made so much history in music. But I also will say that, you know, Dame was a visionary. He dropped Paid in Full. I just want to start by giving Dame his flowers, because I am a Dame fan, and I just don't like how he looking right now. He kind of going out crazy. But Dame was very, very relevant in the media, and seeing what he was doing with his New America network, when he was dropping content and doing different things, the CEO merch, you know, his children's book with his son Dusko and his wife. Like, you know, I've paid attention. You know, I love to see what Dame was doing and how he's evolving. But, you know, there's always been some hate, something. And I know one thing that Dame always hated is every time he did an interview, and I will say this, they always brought up Jay-Z. It feels like, yes, you helped with Kevin Hart, you helped with Dipset. And there's this line on Jay-Z's song, was it Dead Presidents? He says that if every nigga in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged. No one will fall because everyone will be each other's crutches. That is not a sentiment for entitlement. Just because, like, we get money together doesn't mean that I need to be able to lean on you, you know, when I am completely irresponsible. But over time, it seemed like when Dame kind of just swindled, like kind of got out of the limelight as much, he would say things about Jay-Z and say things about Kevin Hart and say things about Cameron and how he helped all these people. But you might have helped people, but how long do they owe you? You know what I'm saying? How long do they need to be your crutch? And so today, man, you know, I'm going to get into this video. So Dame was just recently on a podcast, and on the podcast, I ain't never heard of this podcast, but basically before here, something was coming up. He was doing all these interviews talking about Cam and basically saying Cam didn't do this and that and the third. And Cam responded on Talk with Flea a couple of times. And if y'all haven't, check out my other episode called Letter to Dame. But you saw Dame going around. He was on the Breakfast Club. His teeth fell out in a video. It's been a lot with Dame over these last few months. And, you know, he had came onto the Breakfast Club and said he was the chairman of Revolt and he was Cam's boss and he couldn't believe he teamed up with 50 Cent. It was a lot going on, but it just kind of seems like all the stuff that people be saying is cap. Like, everything is coming out and people are getting exposed. But here's Dame Dash right here on this podcast, kind of looking like a crazy drunk uncle.
It was about being cool for girls. We lived to fuck.
Talk that shit, man. Talk that shit.
And honestly, what else is there to live for but the fuck? Anything else is gay. or you know, if you want to fuck the same sex, I mean, it is what it is.
Pause. I ain't gonna lie, we probably had the longest stretch of non-pause in here.
Well, I invented that, or my crew.
I can't remember what they pause.
They taking it overboard now, cause some shit is just.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. OG take it by as far as it can go.
Yo, have you been seeing them fucking Epstein files?
Pause.
That's pause.
Pause is necessary.
Yeah, that's facts. What kept you away from that type of shit, the Epstein shit? There's a lot of people in them files.
I'm not gay.
Simple and fucking plain, nigga.
That's that.
Hey, simple and plain, nigga.
Hey.
Don't play like that,
Right.
nigga. Nah, for real.
And a nerd can't tell me what to do or influence me. This is what I know. My partners, people that I work with, people I've teased, people I've laughed at, people's wife that I've fucked. Them niggas in the Epstein files.
Jeez.
That shit scares me because they eating the rumor, allegedly. Because I don't understand everything I read and everything I hear.
Propaganda.
But the shit is crazy.
Yeah.
But what I do know is my name ain't been mentioned. And if you did mention my name, immediately I'd be like, y'all bugging.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, just that clip alone, I don't know who is in his corner. His wife, I don't know his wife. She seems like a very nice person through the internet, like very wholesome, him and his kid. But that right there is like, you can't have nobody in your corner. I have you out here looking that crazy. Like, no one's responsible for your actions outside. But like, where's the person that's pulling your coattail, telling you what's up? I don't even know, no disrespect. I've never heard of this podcast, but that doesn't mean that the podcast isn't dope. It's called Do What We Want to Do podcast, and that's exactly what Dame got up there and did. He got up there and did what he wanted to do.
Hey yo, tax season is here. Same day filings. Get the deductions that people usually miss. Maximize your refunds and get quick deposits. Holla at Prac Tax because they got your back, and let them know Taz Tycoon sent you.
He was drunk, smoking, talking about fucking people's wives and the Epstein files. It's like, bro, just a few weeks ago you was talking about you was the chairman of CEO and you Cam's boss and you got a paid in full series. Like, I don't understand. I don't like seeing Dame like this. Like, this is very, very sad. And I guess he filed bankruptcy recently. His teeth fell out. It's like you look, and now it's almost like just from Dame's brand. You was on the Breakfast Club on a platform going crazy, and now you're on this podcast that I've never heard about, you know. But it just feels like that person that's just on the block telling they life stories about what they've been through and what they got going on, and it's not like, I don't know, man. Like, I remember I went to Dame's Dusko Poppington, trying to again give Dame his flowers, because again on my pod, like, well, not the pod, on the Tasmania show, you know, I'm gonna give my perspective and give my truth, but it's like, you know, you don't want to see people go out like this, but don't come out in the wash, come in the rinse. So it's like it is what it is, you know. So you can't hide the truth, but it's just like, it's almost embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for him. You know, I wish that Dame wasn't like going out like this. And like I said, he has a little bit more that he said on the podcast, and I'm gonna let y'all hear this too.
Because what I know is God sent evil to test you. But if you don't succumb to evil, evil will spare. Because all my partners that are being mentioned, I've hated them for a while for the betrayal. But now I'm like, damn. You love me so much that you wouldn't include me.
Right.
So now Jay's my brother. I love him. And if what they say is true, he's a devil. But if he's not,
there? I got
it is what it is. But somebody's lining him up. But if he is, he actually spared me because I never got involved. Yeah. He never let me know about any of those evil things. So now I love him for that.
But then what's the betrayal there with Jay? Like,
but you ain't fuck with didn't know, yo.
I want to know though.
Just listening to white people.
I'm talking shit. I said you ain't fuck with Diddy for real, but I'm talking shit.
No, I didn't fuck with him. But I respected him.
Right.
I still respect him.
Right.
I respect him because he never folds. That nigga fights till the end. That nigga ran a marathon, pissed on himself, toenails popped off. That nigga he's ill. Even if it's evil ill, and can I get another drink? But even if it's evil ill, it's respectable. You gotta respect your enemy when they fight hard.
I ain't gonna hold you. Get him another drink. Don't get him no drink. He don't need to be by the bar at all. For him to talk about he respects, I'm not saying he has to disrespect Diddy. Like that, just, I don't understand what the purpose of this podcast was for him to be on. I feel like if anything, they're making Dame look crazy, you know. And there's some people like, you know, Glorilla sister, people outside that just want to be able to get you on a podcast just to be able to make you look crazy. Like some people say, you know, in all press, you know, bad press, good press, any press is good, but this is depressed. This is not it. You don't want to press the play, press like I don't like this for Dame. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all feel. Like, I wish all of Harlem could come together because there's so many talented people from Harlem, from Tiana Taylor to ASAP Rocky, Dipset, you know, Max B is home. It's so much going on in this little borough in New York, man. And I just don't like it. What do y'all think, man? Like, how do y'all feel about seeing Dame, you know what I'm saying, going out like this? Like, some people have said that Dame is just performing and he's just doing this to get attention. But like, do y'all really feel like Dame is holding up to his name and his legacy and what it is that he's done? Like, do you feel like he's talking about the Epstein files and he's fucking people in the files, and Jay-Z, now he's saying that he's happy that Jay-Z spared him? I don't know, man. I want to know in the comments what y'all think. It's not something that I like. I try not to do these types of episodes because I don't want to do anything to make anybody look bad. I just want to just talk about the truth. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you really gang, bang that like button. If you like the vibe, subscribe. Tune into the Tasmania Show with Taz Tycoon. Shout out Tazzy's Baddies. Let's go.
Tycoon running up the score, Tazzy's Baddies on the floor. And that ass is super fatty, call me Zaddy, throw some more. Super nasty, she a savage, slaughter, fuck her like a whore. Popping bottles, foreign models, Tycoon on the world tour. Shorty, what you bad for? Turn this to a hit-a-thon, damn, all your bitches bad, tell them they